This was one of the tracks that we wrote later, very, very late in the process of the record. Our producer, James Michael, he was going back listening to some of the old school Papa Roach, and he brought up a song like Forever, you know, something that kind of, he's like, why don't you guys go write something that kind of sits in the same world as that? And so I remember you guys broke out the acoustic guitars, and this was born from a song that we jammed on like 2 albums prior, and then they just started writing this song, and then I had this other lyric from this other song that we started that didn't make the record, and I started singing that melody over this, and that's when Leader of the Broken Hearts was born. And so we actually got a video too on our website, so check it out. Go to YouTube, Leader of the Broken Hearts, all that good stuff. Yeah. Let's get at it.
When you realize that you must have done something Sevendust, what's up?
Anybody else in this room sings this song that way, then by the end of it, they're like, I can't talk anymore. And you're going to do that?
It's a high one. Like, that's it's one of the higher ones of the... That's why I was like, man, we got to get up early and sing it.
Like they get up early at 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's rock and roll, mate. You don't go to bed before 2.
And everything's turned up to 11. It's up.
Always.
Plugged in tonight in the Fuel Room at Austin Saloon and Eatery in Libertyville. Tickets, just a few, still available. AustinSaloon.com for details. And we appreciate you guys coming out. I want to ask one more question from the Tom and Emily 95 Will Rock Facebook page. Michelle Smith wants to know, what's your favorite song to sing live? Do you have a favorite? It's like asking somebody to pick their favorite kid.
Tell me, what's yours?
Unskinny Bop.
I'm going to definitely go with, I don't know, it's going to come maybe, I don't know, maybe lately. No, I mean, I love that song. That song's popping, don't get me wrong. That ignites crowds. No, I would say lately, the most hypes, Where Did the Angels Go? That's mine. What about you, Jim?
I'm going to say Before I Die.
Ooh,
yeah.
Little Unskinny Bob.
And Unskinny Bop. And we're going to do cover band hits now in Studio East. Papa Roach, your most rocking cover band ever, right there. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out today.
Thanks for having us.
Papa Roach! FuelRoom.com. Get the line on those final tickets. Coming up in a couple of minutes, and you'll be able to see it live at 95willrock.com. Thanks to Vision 4 Films. Jason and Evan are here doing the video today. We've got one more band that you'll see tonight in the Fuel Room at Austin Sets. Otherwise, they will be here in a couple of minutes. Escape the Fate, Otherwise, and Papa Roach tonight in the Fuel Room at Austin Sets.
That's all over YouTube now.
Told you to clean up, man.
Live. Here we go. Here's another live performance from 95 Will Rock Studio East.
Live at 95 Will Rock Studio East. Top Keep here, and we welcome Papa Roach.
What's up?
We are freaking nervous. John Perry's even nervous today.
Way nervous.
We've had a lot of bands here in 95 Will Rock Studio East, but by far you are one of the bigger ones.
We're the coolest one.
Yeah, the coolest one.
Philly. We're glad to be here.
Freaking out a little bit. Congratulations, first off. You guys have been a band for like 2 decades.
Yes.
That's unheard. Nobody does anything for 2 decades anymore. You know what I'm saying? And let alone the stress of being a rock band, being out on the road, and usually there's a lot of infighting and issues. Well, you've gone through stuff like that.
You want to know the secret?
What's the secret?
We fight like dogs.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like when dogs fight, they fight, and then like 2 minutes later, they're like licking each other and sniffing each other's butts. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how it works in the P. Roach crew. You know?
We do the first part.
Now, I'm not sniffing Tobin's butt.
We do the first part.
Who's presenting the butt and who's presenting the tongue out of you guys? Whatever.
Well, definitely, I'm an ass man. So whatever.
You didn't say giving or receiving, though. We'll just let that one sit there for a while.
Whatever you want.
So you would say the secret to any relationship is just don't bottle it all up, let it all out there, and have at it.
Say sorry. It works.
And move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Marriage advice from Papa Roach, or any kind of relationship or whatever. Now, how much of that gets into the albums and stuff like that? How much of the stuff is crap you guys are going through with each other, and how much is it just we're writing songs to make songs?
I mean, not necessarily stuff that we're going with in our personal relationships with each other, but definitely like in our personal lives. You know, like especially on this last record, I went through hell making this last record. I got kicked out of my house, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I've been with this lady for like 17 years, you know, and my whole life was turned upside down. And, you know, in the process, we're like trying to write a record, and I'm trying to get sober, and I'm trying to get my life together. And, you know, so it was definitely a chaotic time, and I put all that into this record straight up.
So some bands write...
That's what got us through.
Some bands write songs, you know, we got to write songs, let's write some songs, we want to write some songs. It seems like it's about 50-50 when I talk to bands. And some bands, it is hardcore therapy. You're in there, and this is the connection is your therapy.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I mean, when I came in the studio, I was pretty wrecked, and they were just like, just write about what you're going through, man. Because I kind of had this idea of trying to write this, like, super positive record, but nothing in my life was positive at that time. So, you know, so I had to put that off.
So you spill your stuff out there, and then you're like, all right, let's find a catchy riff to go with my pain, or
oh, dude, these guys, they were like, they're in the studio just jamming, just riffing it up, and they're like, all right, when's it gonna show up?
we got some songs. Let's throw some suffering over it.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, they just wrote the music, and I just, you know, stepped up to the plate and filled in with the lyrics and melodies, and now we got a dope record. You know, I mean, we're really happy with the material that we've written, and you know, for us, we're always one of those bands that are very adventurous with our songwriting. We're very fearless when it comes to our songwriting. You know, because, I mean, when we first started, we came in with the nu metal genre, and we've evolved a gang of different ways over the course of the last, you know, X amount of years that we've been out here on the main scene. So
yeah, well, 2 decades together, you got to evolve, and that's
pretty crazy.
Well.
Yeah.
You want to see any of this live? It's live right now at 95willrock.com, streaming live thanks to Vision 4 Films. We got Jason and Emma here. They're doing it live. It'll also be online later on today if you can't get to your computer today. But we're going to do a couple of songs acoustic. If you want to see that, go now. Stop surfing Facebook. Go drop the porn and get to 95willrock.com. Better than porn for at least the next 15 minutes or so. We got Papa Roach in studio.
I was just saying, I can whip it out if you want.
I thought you were actually wrong. All right, okay. But you can see all that. How's your voice doing? It sounds like it's doing good. You sound like you're all right.
Proof's in the pudding, you know what I'm saying? It feels good. I had to go get a surgery this last year. We were about to do, we started up Uproar tour, and about 4 shows in, it was just, we went out and we had to like at least try to see if I could pull through, and it just wasn't happening. It's just, I had these, what they're called nodes or polyps. They're like calluses on your vocal cords just from overuse, and you know, I beat that voice into submission. So we had to pull off the tour, and that kind of put a whole wrench in the whole system. But you know, I had to go get surgery and come back from that. Now my voice is stronger than it's actually ever been.
So that's the kind of thing you got to worry about it coming back. Then you got to take it easy some. Do you worry about that?
Well, you know what I'm saying, I don't guzzle vodka and smoke cigarettes and pop Vicodin like candy anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sucks to be you.
No, it's cool. My life is totally turned around, man. I'm like, I stop all that stuff, man. I'm like, oh, I can't do that no more.
Plugging it in tonight in the Fuel Room in Austin, you know, that's how we like to hear Papa Roach. But the acoustic sounds really good too. You guys have done a lot of songs acoustic. It's out there. Have you ever? You kicked around the idea of putting out an album?
Well, you can go. There's on iTunes right now. There's an EP called Naked and Fearless.
Yeah.
And you can go pick that up right now. There's like some. I think it was on the Metamorphosis album cycle. We went into James Michael's studio and cut a couple of acoustic tracks and put it out. And so yeah, we're no stranger to
doing it. It's a lot less than forgiving than doing it.
Oh yeah, dude. It's like when you're playing in the big sound system, man. You got the air moving, people are sweating, everybody's drunk. You're all probably not hammered right now, so you know what I'm saying. It's like later tonight, everybody's like, woo! I could be singing halfway off key and nobody cares. You know.
You don't read Midwest people pretty much. They're all in the bag, all of them.
Y'all in the bag right now? Snap!
No.
How far in the bag? Halfway?
Pretty far.
Oh yeah.
All right, so small venue tonight, Fuel Room in Austin. It's a nice small venue. Everybody get right up close to the band and stuff like that. Well, that's small.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretty much teabag the front row.
That's awesome. That's just the liquor talking now. They're not that excited.
You into that?
That's right.
I got big balls.
By that he means he's bringing like soccer balls, lacrosse balls, all that stuff out tonight. That's what he's talking about. No, you can't. You can't.
Okay.
I want to start doing the interviews from the back of the room now, though. So that explains that. You do a venue like that, and then this weekend, big weekend, Rock on the Range going on. You get up in front of all of those people, so
that's gonna be epic.
You got a preference to play to people who are right there. You got an intimate crowd. They're loving all your music, or do you like getting in front of people that would rather see 40 bands? You know.
I mean, we shine in both environments. You know what I'm saying? No matter if we're playing a small club or we're playing that big old giant festival. You know, that's just something that, you know, give us a stage. Give us the drums, guitars, a mic, and a crowd that wants to get down, and that's what we're about, you know. Yeah,
you guys have been around and so strong for so long. You've played with so many big bands. Do you have a favorite band that you look forward to when you get to a festival like that? And it's a huge lineup. Are there bands that you like to see or bands that you like to play along with?
As of lately, we've been really enjoying watching the Deftones.
Yes,
that's like one of those bands. You know, we grew up going and seeing them at the small clubs back in the early '90s. That was one of the bands I think that really just kind of inspired us all at a young age to want to play rock and roll. You know, we go see Faith No More, or Jerry go see Metallica or whatnot, but when we started going all together, you know, we go to those Deftone shows and we leave and we'd be like, dude, that's what's up. Like, that's what we want to do, you know what I'm saying? So
Still a fan. Still a fan.
Oh, yeah. Dude, their new records are awesome, man. Swerve City. We actually turned our back lounge. That's our back lounge's name now, Swerve City.
Very nice.
So if you want to get weird, just take a trip to Swerve City.
And
Tobin is your host.
And maybe the aforementioned balls will be there. Who knows?
A few sets if you need.
In the fuel room tonight at Austin's.
We like to burn hot dogs back there, too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know what that means, but
I think you just wanted the whole kibbles and bits right there. So. Whose hot dog are you burning?
Dude, yours if you come on in, buddy. Oh, man. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, so,
Emily's
I don't really know how we segue out of that. You like Star Trek?
Look, he's got the sponsor going. He's got the sponsor going.
Two in the pig, two in the stink.
So, now that we know all Vulcan women are loose, great. Did Emily have a conversation with you prior to the interview today about Star Trek is what I want to know.
No, she just said, she was like, just do this.
Yeah. I was going to ask you some stuff about Star Trek, but Emily polluted the interview by already bringing up the topic with you, so she can't lose. But you knew this, right?
You gave it away with a damn shirt.
Well, yeah. The new movie opens tomorrow, so and it's going to be kick-ass.
I actually just watched the what's the new?
The first one. Yeah, the J.J. Abrams.
I just watched that the other day. It was great.
It was great. Yeah, they got another one coming out. It was great, Emily. Did you hear what Papa Roach just said?
I really did like it.
Star Trek was great.
Sorry, I'm letting you down.
Suck it, Emily.
She was looking at me. She's all sitting on the couch next to me. She's like, "You don't like Star Trek, do you?" I'm like, "Oh no."
She's in there trying to get his answers changed. You cheating.
I'm like a politician up here.
I'm glad she's in the front row.
Just working it.
I'm glad she's in the front row near the aforementioned pig. Anyway, let's get another song acoustic from Papa Roach before this goes any further. What do you got for us?